Yo, what's up? I'm YNG Martyr, and I'm a First Nations artist from Canberra, coming from the Radjui tribe. Let's get it. Yeah, so the inspiration to start music was really weird. I used to play a shit ton of like Call of Duty and just weird little internet games as a kid, and I remember some dude was grilling up in a lobby. He's like, someone rap battle me, let's go, just going off. And I used his gamer tag in like a freestyle. I was just taking the piss, but yeah, everyone like lit up in the lobby. It started going off, and from there I was like, man, I can connect words on the spot, and it gets me, I guess, a reaction from people, or people enjoy it. There was a massive disconnect in rap as kind of a, I guess, like a party trick or a cool thing that I could do compared to actually writing music. And it took me a few years to really come into my own, I guess, as an artist compared to as someone who could freestyle.
War, we ready for war.
And I reckon I'll come in with the verse there.
War, we ready for.
Come with the verse.
I'll come with the verse after that.
Yeah, easy.
I'm not the cool kid, or I'm not like the good looking kid, so I have to find something else that people could gravitate to, or that would let me be accepted. And I hate that that's like a part of us, but I think all of us to some level are like, we're always trying to fit in. And I think music was the one thing that didn't feel like an identity. It felt like I'm able to just create and do things that I genuinely want to. I guess as I socialized more and started going out to parties and just doing stupid teenager shit, I realized like, oh shit, people enjoy this. And I'd be at parties like, oh, rap. And I never really had that as a kid. I'd always been kind of quiet and shy and reserved. So to have something to put the spotlight on me was cool. I found myself around like the wrong crowd of people, I think, in general. And that led a lot to just like getting fucked up to fit in and to feel like I was a part of a group, or that I was doing something that would help me, or you know what I mean? It just led me down bad ways. I was hanging out with some friends, and I bought some acid, and we popped it. We were just relaxing, and then like my tongue started to go numb, and I kind of felt my heart going off. It felt like I was stuck repeating the same things over and over. Like I was in a loop of like, not even just the last few minutes, but my whole life was just on a massive cycle. And I was like, I need to get out of this. I need to break out. And I was so fucked up and like deluded in my thoughts. And I ended up in hospital the next day, and I ran to the point where my feet were like stripped on the bottom of all my skin. And I was pissing out lumps of protein because the muscle in my legs had broken down. And I ended up like jumping off of a house, landing on my spine on a fence. I was just in like a fucking state, bro. I think that kind of woke me up to a lot of things. Like I started to take myself more seriously and realize that I'm not doing the right shit, and I'm sick of trying to like fit in with people. And I think I fully became my own person after that. I started my job after that, and that's when YNG began, and that's when everything really started to pick up. That's when my life changed and things started to flip around. Being an internet kid growing up, I was all about just like memes, random internet culture. I constantly heard artists' music that I listened to on the memes. And I think there was I can't remember which artist it was, but I remember hearing their song in a meme. And I was thinking, man, like I could hit that meme creator up and put some of my music underneath it.
Stay dripped to the feet, night ticks on fleet.
80% of my fan base currently comes from the fact that I just reached out to people and just want some genuine shit. Like, hey, I love your content. Like, let's work here. Or like, can I pay you to use my music? Like, can I support you? Can I help you? I started making a little bit off music, and I was like marketing my music online using meme pages, influencers, random little niches online to get my music heard. And I realized that I didn't have the budget, I guess, from my job to support that. And so I went to a bank and I got out a loan. I pulled out $15K. I'm like, if I'm gonna actually give this a shot, I need to go balls to the wall, just go crazy with it. So got the $15K, wrote down a plan, and that's when Night Ticks came about. Then I was like, I'm gonna spend every cent on this fucking song and I'm gonna get it out of here. I'm gonna take it off. And then here's just a bunch of shit that I'm trying to make happen. So I got Talk to You Later doing really well. Heap of monthly listeners. I looked crazy because I had all these little bits of paper with like, I'm gonna do this, or I'm trying to manifest shit. And I'm writing everything on my wall and reading it before I go to work. And then I wrote, by the end of October or whatever month it was, I'll be living off my music. I was able to quit my job by the time I said I would. So that was crazy. Do I regret having that experience? And I think what I've come to is, bro, like I'm kind of glad it happened, because I don't think I would have started taking myself seriously or giving myself self-love or like progressing in life if all of that hadn't happened to me. Yeah, Night Ticks was weird. Like I was in a foul mood that day. I started looking for sad shit. I'm typing like XXXTentacion, Billie Eilish type beat, acoustic guitar type beat. None of that shit was clicking. So then I looked up a Ski Master Slump God type beat, and I found this producer called VM. And shout out to VM, he's a legend. I found that Night Ticks beat. I remember hearing it started knocking in. I was like, oh, like it's on this. Threw it into FL, and I basically just recorded freestyle takes, and then the chorus was formed in like 5-10 minutes. And then I made sure I wrote the verse, and I think you can hear that as well in it. Like the verse is a lot more like thought out and lyrical than the chorus, but I feel like the chorus needed to be that way. It needed to be just on some stupid shit. I wasn't really writing it, I was picking up on what I was hearing in the beat. And it was like everything was laid out for me. I just had to kind of discover it or find it. It was on some weird shit. Like I felt like there was, without getting too like religious or spiritual, I felt like there was something there outside of myself that had laid that song out, and I just picked it up. And all I had to do was put pen to paper and just start moving.
Stay dripped to the feet, Night Ticks on fleet. Fuck with it, fuck me, fuck shorty, fuck.
Hold up. Nah, I like, bro.
Yeah, so the video for 1992 ended up on Worldstar. That was a massive moment for me because I'd seen all of these big artists that I'd fucked with as a kid on Worldstar. Some people, fuck this kid, blah, 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 blah. Some people just genuinely going at me. Some people just loving it, supporting it. I remember reading a comment on the, on the Worldstar video, and dude just straight up says, yeah, don't come to Chicago. Like, what the fuck did I do? Like, what? I'm self-aware. I'm a goofy motherfucker. I look goofy as shit. But I feel like that's good for me, man. Like people look at me and like, oh, okay, yeah. They expect something. I love exceeding people's expectations of what they're thinking I'm gonna do.
Catch me in the coat like it's 1992. Had to go and drop the roof just to show you what it do, man. That bitch was off the. Now I'm gonna die someday. Rather be alive today.
I kind of gotten sick, like I said, of just doing either Boombap or kind of like aggressive screamo type music. I got over it to a point and I'm like, man, I feel like shit, and I can't express that. I couldn't like sit there and flex on a Boombap trap about it. Like it just came from wanting to express other sides of me, and I was horrendous at singing. I still am pretty fucking trash, to be honest. Ease Off, Talk to You Later, Feel Like This, and those are some of my best songs, and I think those are some of the songs that really shaped me as an artist and made me not just a rapper, you know what I mean? I started making music and making art. That's the shit that I love, so yeah.
I know I'm gonna die someday. Glad that I'm alive today. You were on my mind today. Said the things that I had to say.
In terms of how I feel, man, I feel fucking amazing compared to where I was at. Like life is fully changed, and I feel like I'm doing what I'm meant to be doing, so I no longer have to look to escape anymore. I think my best strength and the thing I'm most proud of is that I've come to terms with who I am, and I'm not trying to escape that anymore. Life will just batter you sometimes. Like, you will get fucked so many times, and I feel like I really learned how to deal with life through that. And that's some shit that I think will always stick with me. It's like, no matter how bad things are, like, I got this. I can do this. Like, I'm okay, you're okay. We got this. I think that's what the number one lesson has been for me.
Girl, I gotta let you move on. You know it's been too long. Mixing all my feelings, but Hennessy is too strong. You know that I love you. You know I'm complete. You know that I'm falling. it's not too deep.